Okay, well, we've done some preliminary cutting, welding, whatever, rusty old nasty metal. Gotta clean that up. And planning on where we're going to have this thing final set. It is where it's at. So we're gonna unbolt it. I've just got it tacked for now. Gonna unbolt it, clean some of this jagged metal up, cut some sheet metal to fill in the gaps and whatnot. And we got the roof off the Grand Marquis, which we can use that metal. And then ask Josh, I have enough metal from the 40s, 50s, and 60s around here, so we can fill some of these holes in and whatnot. We'll do that tomorrow. Kind of clean this up a little bit. And then we'll be ready for what, Josh?
Ready to set the back on it.
That's right.
That'll be cool. It already looks pretty badass sitting here.
Yeah, we did this. This is the temporary to hold it up where it belongs. We're gonna try to go back to here for a mount. Because originally the ranch wagon was only bolted 2 here, 1 here, and 1 at the back. You can see them in the body. We'll show them to you when we start prepping that body. The Grand Marquis was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on each side. Not including the radiator support.
It's quite substantial.
So compared to back then, it was 3 per side. They did not care about human beings as much in the 1960s.
Who cares about them anyways?
We're not gonna go back with that many. I think we're gonna go back with 4. We'll have well, actually 5.
The 2 up front, 1 in the middle.
3, 4, 5. Well, I don't know where the back's gonna fit on this thing. I'm hoping.
You gonna have anything left to bolt to besides the rust?
There's no rust.
Oh, I'm talking about on the ranch wagon.
Oh, that's not rust. Looks like rust, but it's not. I don't want to mess with my exhaust. I don't want to rework the exhaust. The gas tank goes here. It bolts to the Grand Marquis body. That's why it's not here. So I've either got to refashion it to bolt to the body, or I got to weld a bracket and bolt it to the frame. I think that's what I'm going to do. That way I don't have to worry about messing with the rusty body, except for some mounts and how much I have to shorten it to get it on here. But it's going to look super cool when these 2 pieces are butted together.
I think so.
I think it's cool and goofy at the same time.
I think once it's set in a spot and tacked in, I think it's going to look super cool.
The goofy part is it's not going to be a true 2-door, and it's not going to be a 4-door.
Yeah, it's going to be like an in-between.
Yeah, it's going to be like a fucking, what are them Ford and Chevy pickup
trucks.
Well,
can't you fill the gap in where the door is and make it look like a body panel?
It's still not going to look right. It's just not going to look right.
Or you just order one bigger piece of glass.
You order? Yeah, yes, I mean, go to the fucking ranch wagon store and order me some shit. Nah, I would just, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. It would actually be most likely to make it look halfway decent is take this glass out, cut that pillar here, and then have one big piece of Lexan, but I don't want to do that. I'm not going that far with this. I want to get it on there, and as long as it doesn't look too fucking goofy, I'm living with it.
This thing's got a nice stance. I'm not sure if we showed it on camera. It's just got this P71 makes it sit real nice. We had the fenders and stuff mocked up on the front.
And we should be able to get this back on, painted. You can already see where these temporaries are kind of bowing the sheet metal. See where they're bowing it right there? It's just to hold it up at my height. So we're gonna have to double check that. Because I want to make some sort of mount off of my floor pan here to catch the weight. Because I would like to have a mount here. Then if I can have a mount here and then one all the way at the back, I'm happy. Well, the front half of the body is on permanently where it goes. No, the fenders are not right. Just got them on there to get an idea of kind of bracket we're gonna need on this radiator support or front support of this frame to hold them up. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take that and put it on that. So we're gonna take some measurements. We got a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right the first time. That's the odds I give us. Kind of sucks.
You fucking asshole.
Well. It's free on the back. We did some trimming. And we've got the front half where it belongs, bolted down permanently. So now we are going to try to manhandle this thing on here because I don't feel like putting the gantry together.
I'm so excited.
I know.
Can't wait.
So
big heavy fucker on the back of this thing.
I'm thinking if we can get it partially on, then we can work it the rest of the way on. I'm hoping. So this is either going to be really funny for you to watch, or it's going to go super smooth. There we go.
Ain't that heavy, it's that frame.
The frame is binding us. It's going on pretty good.
So we got the car somewhat set in its right spot. We got to do some trimming because it's in the way.
Come in here and look. We got to get this metal out of the way because there's a frame member here.
A little fin chilling out. So we got to cut that off both sides.
We got to get the spare tire holder up under here. Got to get that out. And we'll probably have to cut some more out of the back. As long as we don't cut this and we don't cut that,
should be fine. Yeah, we got to cut a lot of this out because it's
cut a bunch of this out.
It's going to hit the exhaust and down in there.
The cherry picker's coming in handy.
It's OSHA approved.
Yes.
I think it's going together somewhat nicely.
Yep. Josh is going to make these cuts, and we got 1, 2, 3 major cuts to make. Josh is going to make these, and then we're going to start lowering it down and see what happens. I got to run and go get Duke.
You got his balls chopped off.
He had a
operation.
Poor little bastard. But that's it for fucking air humping everything that fucking moves. It's going together very, very well. Yeah, I got to send a letter to Ford. I want, from now on, all their chassis to be made to my specifications for my ease of body swap, so I don't have to do this. It'd be awesome. Thank you.
Super awesome. I'm sure they'll listen.
Yeah.
Considering they still make frame cars.
Yes, no.
At least you're not going to need much floor pan.
No, I always knew we were losing. Well, all that was rusted out anyway. I mean,
this isn't
good.
too bad.
I mean, you can see where that was rusted up to there on the passenger side. So this was a good spot to cut it. We saved this bracing. So when we come back with a piece of metal here, we'll, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Putting it back on, we'll get our bracing back. We can lop these off. Those are the rear seat holders. We're not putting those rear seats back in. We don't even have them. I threw all that away because...
Yeah, you can put a tear stained mattress back here.
Yeah, blood and tear stained. Good spot right here for the shackles.
Yes, you tie them down. Next stop will be a tent shop. Get fucking 5% tent all the way around.
There's some black spray paint right over there. Shh, done. That was cheap. We've got the body completely cut and ready to be joined together. We had to make some cuts inside. We had to cut the seat pan headed up towards the package tray in the back. Also had to clip the frame. Had to clip the frame back here. This doesn't hurt anything. The biggest problem we're running into, and I anticipated potentially having this issue, is from the A pillar here, B pillar, C, back to here, she spreads 3/4 of an inch. So we are having a lineup issue. She is a little too wide. We're having a lineup issue right here. It's hard to see. It looks like it's straight, but when I do the other side, we're having a little bit of a lineup issue. I anticipated that. I didn't anticipate it. I measured it. It's just amazing in 4.5 inches of lost metal. And you can see it laying down there. There's
Depends on who you ask, 4.5 inches is a lot.
4.5 inches of lost metal. Yeah, Josh tells his girlfriend 4.5 inches is huge. So we all know what that means.
Yeah, I just cut that right out.
So now we're gonna have to get kind of creative with some grinding and the BFH. I want the roof line to line up nicely. I want this to look good, the roof line. I don't care if this doesn't look that good down here, because this is just getting the door skin off the other rear door. It is going just over that. I want to cut it down to fit and weld it over it to give us a kind of a long wagon look. It is starting to get quite a cool little stance on the back. I'm really close to what the back is supposed to be on the wheels. Tire, it's looking pretty good. Let's see where we cut all this out. Gas tank goes right here. So as soon as I get this body set, I'm gonna put the gas tank in, get it replumbed, because that's one step closer to for it running.
Well, Greg's slowly putting her together. He's tacked her here and here. He's running into a problem with this car.
I've already told him. I already did a video.
Oh. Well, you gotta figure out how to. At least the bottom is pretty bad, but the top ain't that bad. Not bad from the bottom side. It's right under that bracing. But yeah, she's officially now one piece.
Yeah. For what that's worth.
Could mean a lot to the right buyer, you know. Whoever wants to invest in this thing.
Some fucking maniac.
Well, as you can see, you look down the rain gutter, it tapers in and then goes out towards the back of the car. As you can see, that's what we've been dealing with on the bottom. But this is the before. We're gonna work it in to where you can't see it. And then on this side.
All of our other measurements, you can tell them the measurements are coming out perfect.
Yeah, the body's lining up on the back. Like, what'd you say, 1/32?
134 from the A pillar to the tail light point.
It's hard to see, but it's not wanting to focus.